Good morning. So I want to share this Revelation 12 sign dream that I had on Friday. I wasn't able to finish it because Friday was actually one of the busiest days I've had in months. And I didn't even finish writing it. That's how busy I was. I started writing it at 6:30. We had to get Mara out the door to be to school at 7. So I'll just finish it and I'll show you. I'll kind of give you a couple things that I think that it kind of stumped me. Not stumped me, but I was just like, what in the world is going on? So either way, I would have probably waited for some revelation. And I've gotten a couple things, but I don't feel as if I've gotten a lot of things, or all of it, I should say. So it was nighttime, and my mother, who has passed 1 year and 2 months ago, she was driving, which could represent the Holy Spirit, or nurturing, or, Holy Spirit, not the Holy Spirit. Let me make that clear. But just representative of a nurturing, you know, comforter, like the Holy Spirit is. She was driving, and we were pulling up to a subdivision, pulling up to a house in a subdivision. I've never seen this house before. Never seen this house, never seen this subdivision. It is something that looks like just a place in a subdivision in the suburbs, someplace I probably would live. Okay, nice houses, but it was dark, like I said, and we pulled up into the driveway. The driveway was up on a small ramp, or a small incline, I should say. And pulling up into the neighborhood, I saw the Revelation 12 sign, and it was spectacular. It looked like God had outlined, I'll give you a picture in a minute. God had outlined the Revelation 12 sign. It was in the sky. It was magnificent. It was front and center. And when we pulled up and we parked in the car, I wanted to get out to take a closer look, to see it more. And I remember myself and my mom getting out. She wasn't really, it was like, I'm just going to let her have her moment of awe. So we were both getting out at the same time. And I got out and I turned around because the sky view was behind us once we parked. I pulled out and I went to look at how it was when we were pulling in. And it was perverted. It was like, in the sky, it was like a woman and a man doing perverse things near where the child would be born. Okay, I want to say it like that. And it was like it switched to real life, like real life woman and a man, and they looked at me like to say, and what? And my mom said, this is what they do. Like, this is what they do. This is how they pervert. She didn't say what I'm about to say, but it's like, this is what they do. Like, don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. She wasn't shocked. She wasn't, if she wasn't awe of what the sign looked like before, she wasn't in shock in how it was perverted. And I don't want to get into the details of that because it wasn't too bad. It was enough for me to know, like the Lord was giving me enough to know it went perverted, twisted, mocked. Okay. So the dream ended. And of course, the next day, Israel started war. Of course, we're currently looking at the Revelation 12 sign. The child is still in the womb. I feel like it's going to be birthed in October 14th. It is front and center. It was a little bit more front and center than what you would think, And let me show you how it looked. So it didn't look like this, but it looked like this. Not so picturesque, but it was perfectly outlined Like if the woman and the lion and all that was Virgo and Leo was perfectly outlined, it was just like perfectly outlined and clear and close enough in view. It was just awesome when I seen it in the dream. But that day, that evening, the lady, the lady in the sky, the lady, my neighbor, the lady in the sky, her hair, because I could clearly, see her hair shaved and cut in the dream. The lady in the dream had the same haircut and length as my neighbor that I ended up speaking to later on that evening after. I was just having a long day, and I haven't spoken to her. We haven't talked in probably almost a year, you guys, just because she moved from my building down to further and to another building on the end. So we just so happened to meet up, and I noticed her hair. Her hair is always colored red or wine color, but this time her hair was black with some purple at the roots. She always has her hair. She's a white lady. She always has her hair colored. Okay? Always. It's something I like about her, but she is one of, just like that whole group down there, they are just gossipy, carnal, and I don't want to say that she's not saved. All of them could be saved, but I have no idea. That's just because how they act, okay? But her, she's one of the nicer ones out there, but still, she's just something else. She's easier to deal with, okay? I don't know, you guys, but just the fact that this war started in Israel, where we are currently closely looking at the Revelation 12 sign, it still is front and center in our attention, for the most part, for signs in the sky, before the eclipse on October 14th. And the magnificence of the sign and how I saw it, it made me reflect later on that day on how fortunate we are in this generation to have seen some of the great signs, the total solar eclipse. I remember 6 years ago, I remember watching it. I was just blown away. Some of the things that we experienced that we're not so, happy about experiencing, but we get to see them. The Revelation 12 sign, I'm just still kind of blown away. I feel fortunate to be able to see things like this. I know these are things that the prophets of old and the disciples of old probably, they went through so much. They should be rewarded to be able to see some of these things. We actually, everybody's going through everything, going through spiritual war. This world is decaying. But thank God, if you're listening to me, if you're under the sound of my voice, we still have activities of our limbs and we're still here. Okay? Just to see the sign be instantly perverted just kind of makes me think of some of the things that are going to go on when we leave. Of course, the satanic, the evil activity that is going to ensue once the Lord withdraws his spirit from this earth, us with that, okay? I just was sour when I seen the perversion and then, of course, the mockery of us. Because looking up these signs right here, you guys, I was looking at the mockery of people back when it was September 23rd, 2017. Just some of the headlines of the mockery of us Christians. Some put it as not liberalist, but I forgot what they put it. But anyway, because not conservatives either, but just the mockery of us looking, which we all are experiencing one way or another. people mocking us. Oh, they always said Jesus was coming. Well, these people aren't watching. They're not looking for the signs. They're not paying attention to things that are right in front of their eyes. And they're definitely not reading their Bible and making the connection. I'm not saying all people, but you know what I mean. So I don't know. We just have to ignore them. We will be mocked and scoffed. That's another thing that indicative of the signs of the end of days here on this earth. But I just wanted to share it with y'all. I don't want to make this too long. I've had a couple of dreams. This one I felt like I want to share. I've tried to write them all down, but pray for Israel. I just was sick yesterday. Sick to my stomach. Sick to see the innocent. Just to think about the innocent and the bombardment of rockets. And I heard someone compare it to our 9/11. I just was sick to my stomach, and I was thinking, oh no, there's no way they don't mess with that. The apple of God's eye, whether God allowed it, surely He knows what's going on. But still, you think about the innocent and the evilness. And it made me think about the couple dreams that I've had about Israel. They want to get Bibi out. I had that in a dream. Israel is a hot spot, which I actually was thinking about sometime this week when I heard Serbia talked about, because Serbia was part of the revelation of that dream. So that was on my mind. I was like, wow. So Israel really, 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 like for real, is a hot spot. And I'm sure one other dream, the smoke in Israel, that was another dream. And it also made me think, finally, when things happen in Israel, things begin to happen in America. This has been an ongoing open vision revelation that the Lord had been showing me, that things kind of simultaneously happen. Okay, so when I heard that Biden supports, will stand behind Israel, yeah, I felt a little relief. But it also still made me think about things happen simultaneously with the U.S. and Israel, okay? Just many, 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 many things. The party is over. And this act of terrorism happened on a feast day, the last day of Sukkot, but still, the party is over. The party been over here. But when things start to happen in Israel, it's like, okay, yeah, okay, okay, which is real important in prophecy. I love you guys. That's it. If you want to leave anything, that's fine. Comment on it. But this thing, if I hear any more, I feel any more about this particular dream, I'll let you guys know. All right?